In January.
Alright, Shalom. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakak, Wadash. I want to say double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone for teaching His word in truth and sincerity, for ruling well. And salutations to my fellow Akim across the four corners of the globe, preaching and prophesying in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And it's the brother Kabar Yahweh from GMS Hawaii, coming to you with a quick lesson. And this one is a video that you're about to see in front of you. And it's about Saudi Arabia building a mega line city. Basically, you know, nothing that Esau is doing, slacking, these other nations are doing is on their own behest. You know, they really following the pattern of the super elite, which is the what put people in mega cities, govern them with the MOTB, having mass surveillance and mass oppression on these people, on these different nations. And all these nations, they signed up for it. That's why when you read Revelation chapter 18, it says the kings of the earth, they all got rich. And they all, let me get there real quick. This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lighted with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and become the habitation of the devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations had drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
2021.
You're going to see that in this video, that all these nations, they've drunken the wine of her fornication, you know, and they're all trying to pattern themselves at the Esau's NWO. So here it is, you got this the Saudi prince, crown prince. This nigga, he's trying to force his people into one big mega city. So let me play this real quick.
In January of 2021, Saudi Arabia announced plans for its own futuristic city called The Line. Instead of communities sprawling outward from a central location, they would be built vertically and arranged, well, in a line, hence the name. Even though the vision for the city stretches 170 kilometers, it would do away with cars entirely and instead be connected by high-speed rail that would travel the entire length in just 20 minutes. And each individual community would be largely self-contained, so that almost anything you could need, be it a school, a doctor, or a quick meal, would be only a 5-minute walk away. The government says the line will run on 100% clean energy and make extensive use of sensors and AI to manage the city's services. And all of this is supposed to be nestled in the pristine natural landscape of the Tabuk province with minimal impact on the environment. Now the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has revealed grandiose renders of what the city will look like to match the grandiose plans. The line is envisioned as a giant glass and mirrored wall, 170 kilometers long, 200 meters wide, and 500 meters tall. That's taller than the Empire State Building. It would have greenery stretching along the top, an open-air ventilation system to help maintain an ideal climate year-round, and it would house up to 9 million people. Now, the line is just one part of Saudi Arabia's controversial $500 billion neo-megacity project.
Yeah, so it's basically, you know, a vanity project. And that's exactly what Esau's whole plan is to put people
in January
in these large mega cities.
Anything you could need.
To put people in these large mega cities crowded on top of one another.
Entirely, and instead
basically, that's captivity, man. And that's complete oppression, you know, while the super elite live up at the top with all the greenery. Lord knows what happened to people living on the bottom of this so-called line. This is not how Yahweh Shai set man to live on this earth, okay? The earth was created to be inhabited, to be enjoyed. But with these devils and these other nations that are lined up with them, these heathen nations, they have these vanity projects where they want to basically oppress people. And have you see these computer renderings of this so-called future that they want you to live in, this dystopian era, which you seen every movie that Esau put out, man. People that are oppressed most definitely our people, the Israelites, okay, that are scattered amongst these nations, and even these nations oppressing their own people, you know, having them living in a line. Here it is, the whole earth is made to be inhabited, but they want you to live in a line in the desert somewhere, while the super elite enjoy the fruits of the earth, and everybody else is just living on top of each other. You're not supposed to live like that, you know? And that shit ain't gonna come to fruition. And that's the point of this lesson. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 2, verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. And that's exactly what this project is. It's a vanity project. You heathen, you're raging. You know, you think you're gonna be worshiping Allah in the middle of the damn desert somewhere in a lying city with a so-called mirrored glass, like it's gonna work out for you, and it's not. You heathens are going into captivity. You going into slavery, right? You're not. Only wall you're gonna be building is our walls, man. As per Isaiah 60:12, man. I'll get that. That's the wall you're gonna be building. You're not gonna be building a wall for yourselves with people living inside like roaches. Okay, that's not gonna happen. This is Isaiah 60, verse 12. Salakia. This is Isaiah 60:10. The sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their king shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Okay, and that's right. You heathen nations, you're going to build our walls up. You're not going to be building your walls. You're not going to have a continued wall. You're not going to build a walled city where people living inside the wall like roaches and vermin. And that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. And this is just another example of the heathen raging, you know, but the Lord's going to put you down. So says Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. It's with that, we say shalom and on to the next.